Hi everyone, Becca here. I hope you're all having a fabulous Tuesday. Now, we've got a very special guest joining us today. I'm super excited for this one. It's the one, the only Sophie Donaldson. Now, she's an award-winning nail tech and session stylist, but most importantly, she is the nail stylist behind our February cover, which I'm sure you'll have seen. It's a fabulous underwater themed set and image, and she's going to be telling us all about that today, alongside her career journey, her hopes and dreams, how she juggles all the amazing things she does in the nail world. So we're super excited to talk to her about that. And of course, if you have any questions at all for Sophie, just pop them in the comments and I'll ask her. So excited for this. I'm sure many of you will know Sophie. We had quite a good response to the promo for this live. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm just so pleased that I've managed to join because the internet in Higham is terrible. I'm like in the middle of a field.
Oh,
So far so good.
you look super glamorous, by the way.
Thank you. It's stuck on lashes and makeup. I don't look like this every day. I can't see your face. Should I be able to see your face? I did before.
Yes, you should. That's
Oh,
very odd.
that's really sad. I feel
Oh,
like I'm talking to myself.
oh,
Okay.
you can do that if
Well,
you want.
that's fine. I'm just happy that we're here. I've managed to get on the live. I used to do them all the time and I haven't done one for a while, so I wasn't sure how to do it. Oh, hi everyone. Oh my gosh, the numbers are going up. This is
I,
crazy. I was like, I wasn't sure if I wanted it to just be me or you, me and you and no one else, or,
oh,
if everybody joining would be, yeah,
I
great.
was just
Hello everyone.
saying when I shared about live, and so many people were like, so excited to see you, Sophie. Everyone knows you.
No, really? Oh, I hope I don't disappoint anybody.
Oh no, don't be silly.
Thank
Great.
Thank you so much for the lovely article, by the way.
Oh,
I'm so you wrote it exactly how I kind of wanted it to be written as well. So thank you. And you mentioned everybody and yeah, it was lovely. So thank you.
do you know what? You told us everything so well that it was just so easy to write in the end. I was like, oh,
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, thanks everyone. Hello.
I feel bad you can't see
I
me.
know. I don't know. I don't know how I get you. What? No one has ever had this
No,
problem before. Is this
I mean,
just a Sophie problem? Sorry.
this is always you join Instagram live, and there's always something.
Maybe you'll come on later.
Yeah, let's hope. But for
Yeah.
now, why don't um you start from the very beginning and tell us all about your journey into the nail industry?
Well, I started off at school and I was terrible at school. I found out later that I was dyslexic, which is probably why I struggled so much.
Yeah,
And I stayed on to do AS levels and they spelt out dude. So felt really
yeah.
silly, wasn't great results. And I decided that I needed to do a bit of a change. I feel like school is kind of for people who are good at remembering facts, and that is not my strength at all. My memory is absolutely awful, and I'm a big chatterbox, so I was always into trouble at school for talking. So I knew I had to think of something else to do, and I went to college. My gran always used to do me a back massage before I went to bed, and it made me feel so good. And I thought I want to do that for people. So I did my level 2 and 3 to get the massage, and it was the first time I actually felt quite, like I could do something. The teacher that I am still in contact now with, this was 20 years ago, she gave me Student of the Year, and it honestly probably changed my life because I felt like, oh my gosh, I just wasn't suited to the school way of life. And then as soon as I started to do something I loved and, I could see the smiles on people's faces, I suddenly felt like I could do something. I had something in me that was worth me being around. And so that's when I went to I didn't go to many salons. I went to about two or three salons. I stayed in each salon for quite a long time. So I was in one salon just for a little bit, and then I went into a salon where I was there 5 years, and another one for 6 years, and then I had Josh. And when I had Josh, I didn't really want to travel so far away from him. I was still breastfeeding, and I went back to work after 3 weeks because I knew I needed my private work to be my main income, because I really didn't want to be that far away from him. And I used to have him in the baby sling. My clients, if they're on the live, some of them are still with me now. I had him in the sling and I would do the treatments. Sometimes I'd even have to breastfeed while I was doing painting someone's toes. I took him with me when I'd travel to some of my older ladies. And they were like family to me, and I felt like this was something that actually could work around my family. And the nails became even more of a thing just because of Instagram. I mean, these pictures, Instagram's amazing, really, because you can really, for nails, it's the best way to show off what you're doing.
Yeah.
And that just grew and grew and grew. And then I went on a stamping course. Now, I'd never done anything before, but this stamping course was free. I think it was with Moyu. And I went and I just thought, oh my gosh, all this time I've missed out on art. There was no art in my life in salon, even glitter. The salon will be like, oh, we don't have time for glitter. No, none of our ladies will want glitter. And I felt like I missed out so bad, because as soon as I started to do nail art, it was like, wow, this is where my head has been wanting to go for all this time.
Yeah.
And I think it came along at the same time as gel, because you don't want to create a masterpiece with normal polish is tricky to create art
Yeah.
with, but it also doesn't last for very long. And to take it off after a week feels really sad.
Yeah.
So the art thing became huge. And then I saw Susan Clayton. She'd put a post up to say she was doing London Fashion Week and she was trying to create a team. And she was wanting to build this team, and she set a challenge to create nails that were like chocolate themed.
Ooh.
And oh, I had so much fun. I went to the local chocolate shop. I bought all the chocolates, obviously for the research purposes only. And she said, like, even just for the fact that I'd done so many nails, I just loved it so much. I just chocolate nails were everywhere, and I just sent them to her, and she was like, I think I want you part of the team. And honestly, we had the best team and had such a great time. We did it a couple of times, and we did a couple of catwalks and stuff, and it really sparked something in me. And then we went into lockdown,
Yeah.
um, which I've got to say, first thing, actually, lockdown, I was so proud to be part of the nail industry. You know, everyone was cheering each other on, you know, giving free education, and just really like inspiring each other. And it was just so, it was a time of growth, I think, for most people. You know, you really could see the people who still wanted to be in the industry. And in my head, I remember thinking, I just want to make sure that my clients know that I haven't given up. You know, I want them to know that I'm still just as passionate as I was before. And I want them to come back and feel like I'm even better than I was before. There's more reason to come because I've worked on my skills. I'm just sat here. And in that time, I contacted people who inspired me, other makeup artists, photographers, anybody who was still working but like at home, doing makeup tutorials or whatever. And if I loved what they were doing, then I would message them and say, hey, love what you're doing. What's your next thing that you're going to create? I would love to do a set of nails, because I really missed, I would create nails. I've got like 4 or 5 boxes of just nail tips, but there's something about a human being part of
Yeah.
the process
Yeah.
and seeing it on a hand that it wasn't quite fulfilling in the lockdown, like without that. So I've met so many amazing people, so many creatives, just through the lockdown, and just working with them made me see nails in a whole nother light as well, actually, because actually it's an accessory to a story, isn't it? It's an accessory to somebody's life. you're getting that tiny nail that's on the end of a person's finger. You're kind of summing a person up.
Yeah.
So I would say that's when I started to do nails for those people. And then when we weren't in lockdown anymore, you know, it was like the floodgates were open, and it was like, wow, we can do this. Like, we can do this now properly. And we were meeting up and we were doing shoots, and it was just, oh, it was just a joy, honestly. And I just love it. I just love it. I love all my clients, and I love the nail art. And I don't know how anyone can be so obsessed about nails, but I think everyone in this live is. So we're all, you know, we're all weird together, but it's great. It's a great
So I
industry.
was going to ask you, do you have a favourite part of your work? So do you prefer teching or session work or being part of shoots? But I think you seem equally
Yeah.
passionate about all of them.
I think that what you get from working with people is the
Yeah.
relationship and the being on the journey with somebody. And, you know, like, you see people go through the hardest time, and you can see the difference when they walk in the door. Sometimes you can see that they've had a hard day. Even if they've tried to pick their nails off, and you can see that, and they've been stressed or, like, you know, hunched up. And, you know, and sometimes I've had people come in and they, you know, it's just been a really tough time, and they haven't wanted to have their nails done, and they've just wanted to talk, and that's been fine. But there's something really powerful about holding someone's hand
Mm.
when they're going through something, or when they're celebrating something and you get to be part of a wedding or something like that. So I don't think I would swap them, but I love the creativity of doing a shoot. And especially if I get to be on set with the shoot and I see everybody doing their thing, you know, there's something about that,
Yeah.
seeing everyone really passionate. Oh,
Oh.
Hazel, great. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there is something in it.
How did the shoot for our February cover come about then? Because that it's just such a gorgeous set of images. We were blown away when we saw them at Scratch. So
Oh, thank you. Well, this is the story that actually I was like, oh, do I tone it down a bit? But there's no point, is there? It got to be authentic. My dad was really ill, and actually pleased that I can't see your face now, because I will probably find that
oh,
difficult. My dad was really ill, and I knew I needed to focus myself on something that was a positive, and that nails is just such a great way of escaping whatever you're going through. So I saw that it said the shootout popped up, and I thought, oh yes, I really want to do the shootout. And Natalia, who's the creator, she's got just a brilliant mind, and she does like she does photography, but she also like puts the outfits together and has loads of ideas, and like we bounce off each other so well. I contacted her and I said, have you got anything going, anything you're working on, any projects that you're working on at the moment, maybe that I could do some nails for, because I'm wanting to enter into the Scratch shootout, and I love what you do, and I'd love to be part of this team to create something. And she was like, well, actually, I'm doing it was to do with her university. It was her final piece for her. Do you know what? I don't want to get it wrong, but she's incredibly intelligent. She's amazing. It was her final piece, and it was all on environmental issues and climate change, and you know what we're doing to the planet. So each set of nails, each image was illustrating something different. I can show you them actually, because this probably makes more sense. I've literally like trashed my room getting everything out, but I might as well show you, because yeah, so we did like fire nails, underwater nails, all sorts of different nails, and I'll show you them in a minute. But the set that ironically you put as the front page was the one set that, when my dad was really ill, he was like, you know, I just wanted to stay by him the whole time. And I said to him, oh, I've got to do this set of nails. Just don't know if I've got it in me to do this set of nails. Because it's really exhausting seeing somebody
yeah.
really poorly. And I came home, and he said to me, just do it, Soph. Just do it. You know, you just, once you get home, get in the mindset and just go for it. Because he was into model boats, and he was like really artistic. He'd lose himself in creating his model boats. So he was like, just do it. You'll love it when you get it, when you start doing it. And I did this set of nails, and it was like I just put green on a tip and sprinkled some glitter on, and I hated them. Like, I honestly hated them. They were the set that I was like, oh, I just need to get them done and send them off, because I'd done all the others, and the others I was happy with. But this set, I was like, I just don't really know if I'm in the right headspace for it.
Yeah.
And I sent it off, and yeah, now it's on the front of scratch. So when I saw that image, I thought, wow, it just goes to show you, doesn't it, that you do have to sometimes, you have to invest in the good stuff,
Yeah.
even if you're having a hard time.
100%.
Um, I think it was actually in the week he passed away, actually, that I did them. So it's a really amazing thing to see him on the front cover, and I kind of like to think of it. My friend on, I think she's on here, Sarah, said that she thinks it's a sign. I like to think it was a sign that he's telling me, there you go, told you, you know, you have to,
Yeah.
you know, you can't put the good stuff aside just because you're going through a hard time. So I just went for it. But I'm going to show you the others, okay? Because I'm sure other people might want to see the close up. They might not. Wow, you don't want to see me close up. Let me see if I can turn it around.
Oh,
So,
so good.
is the lighting okay if I
Yeah,
do
it's
this?
there.
So these were the ones for the red planet. Obviously, these have been worn and they've been sent back in the post, so I won't touch them too much because they might not be as sturdy as they once were. These were the ice snails. I'm not even sure if these ones ended up getting used, because I also did these ice snails. Now these ones were like I was thinking I really want to go out with these, but I'm not sure how far out they want to go with this shoot. So yeah, I had these nails. This was plastic that was all melted.
Wow.
I mean, my husband was like, "Why are you melting plastic? What are you doing?" So every time he was out the room, I was melting a bit more plastic, and he came in. He was like, "I can smell it. Have you been doing it again?" No, absolutely not. These are the ones that are on the front of
Yeah, they're
scratch.
good.
Um,
Absolutely.
these were the Ferrero Rochers, the box of Ferrero Rochers. I cut them up. I eat way too much chocolate, and Ferrero Rochers are one of my favourite. And these were for the rainforest. They represented the rainforest. So there's chrome. I think there's even cling film on these. And what I do when I do the shoots is I send off loads of other things. So, like, I ended up sending off some flowers. I think they put them in the shoot, and some gold. And I don't know if they use that or not. This is the oil slick nails. And this was from like bits that were found in my garden, and black sack that I melted again. My husband's going to go mad when he sees this. And this here was created on a stamper. If you've ever messed about and put gel on a stamper, oh my God, good idea. We need to release a Ferrero Rocher foil.
No.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And yeah, this was put on a stamper, and then you leave it to settle, and it does that amazing thing, whatever that is called, separates a bit, and then you cure it. And then I top coated it and then stuck that on, and there's chrome foil, all this stuff, all the good stuff. Um, ice snails, yeah. And then I've got some here, like I did some for a Barbie lady doing like Barbie nail thing. Oh, sneaky preview. This is what I was working on last night.
Ooh.
These are for what someone I'm working with. She's amazing. She's made herself an outfit with hazard tape. So, and a hat as well she's made. So that's going to be in there. And then with it, can you tell what they are?
No, do tell us.
Thorns from the garden.
Okay.
And yeah, and they're going to get attached to some nails, and that's going to be part of the hazard
I
shoot. We've got,
bet it's quite fun to find all these non-nail related
yeah,
items. Incorporate them.
I'm on the lookout. Everybody thinks I'm so strange. I'll take pictures when I'm out. I'll put things in my pocket. I'm like, what do they, I'm like a womble. I like to see another use in something. So these are some nails I did for a photo shoot. Those were used for a photo shoot recently. These were used for a photo shoot. These ones are used for 2 photo shoots they've been in now. The last one was the model like covered herself with paint.
Oh,
So I'll post that soon and show you all.
yeah.
And this is kind of how I do it for the Lucente shoots. So like these were the
I
Christmas nails.
say I recognise the nails.
Yeah, yep, you do. And these were ones from a few years ago when I did London Fashion Week, and
Wow.
they were great fun to do. And the lady who wore those, oh my God, she was so amazing. Oh my God, I remember putting them on her. There's a picture of me putting them on her, and it was amazing. I love doing these as well. These were lockdown nails. These were a makeup artist who was going to do. She's going to look like a witch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're really cool.
And
Yeah.
what I love
Um,
all this, there's such variety. It's fantastic.
yeah, you can really do anything, can't you?
Yeah,
You've just got to be. Um, well, I mean, the thing is with nail art, I mean, we all take it so seriously, but what's the worst that can happen? My granddad always said, once he made a mistake, suddenly he started having fun because it didn't matter anymore.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we can't take it too seriously.
Oh,
You can either make something look better or make it worse, but once you've made it look worse, then you can only make it look better again, if that makes sense. But
yeah,
people chuck too many of the tips away,
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
I have them all even my worst ones, I put them in a container and come back to them.
I love that. Do you know what? It reminds me of what you said in our cover story. You said about how you love making mistakes because it helps you grow, and I think that's so important in the nail industry,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, really,
Yeah,
really is. And I actually, since doing that, I saw a lady, she did a little short video, and she said that her dad always used to make the children go to the table at the dinner time and say all the mistakes that they'd made in the day.
oh,
And he would actually be disappointed in them if they hadn't made mistakes, because when you make mistakes, you're putting the fear aside and you're trying something new,
yeah,
and you take the sting out of it. Obviously, our brains naturally want to stay in the comfort zone, and they don't want to put ourselves in danger, and they don't want to, like, you feel the bubbles and the
yeah,
butterflies, and our brain is telling us not to do that. But you push past that, and it's like when you break up with a boyfriend, sometimes you've got to like say the story over and over again so it doesn't feel so scary. And like when you do your first client, it's so scary, but then after
yeah,
that, it's not so scary anymore.
100%. It's the only way to grow, isn't it?
Yeah, not that I'd jump out of a plane, not that brave, but nail
You
art.
do
Yeah,
the nails for someone that did, though. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. That's a great plan.
yeah.
So stick.
So, talk to us a little bit about how you juggle everything because you have so much going on. You're doing so many amazing things.
Oh, thank
How
you.
how do you balance it all?
Right. So again, I've really thought about this question, and for anyone out there who's like, "Oh, she's doing this, she's doing that," um, you have to prioritize. Obviously, my kids have to eat every day, 3 times, in
Yeah,
fact, and I need to wash their clothes. So those things are like a given that have to be done every day. And then there are loads of other things that maybe I want to do. I
yeah,
say to myself, I try my best to stop myself from saying, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do that. And I'm trying to be kinder with myself and say, I'd like to get that done today. I would like to do that today. And some days your house is amazingly tidy. All you've done is tidy. Your house is amazingly tidy. And that's all you've done. But you're thinking, oh, I really need to get outside. I need to do something. Other days, your house will be an absolute pigsty, but you've had the best time away doing something for the
yeah,
weekend. And I think that's okay. Both of those scenarios are okay. And like my sister once said to me, she texted us on the mum's group chat and she said, how's everyone managing to fit it in? What time does everyone go to bed? What time does everyone get up in the morning? And people were like, I go to bed at 7 and I wake up at 7, or I wake up at 5 or 6 or whatever. And I just said, I don't think it's about how you get it all done. It's about not beating yourself up
yeah,
if you don't get it all done, because you're not always going to get it all done. And if I really feel passionate about something and I feel like it's worth that little extra stint of
Yeah.
time, then I'll just go to bed at 1 or 2 in the morning.
Well, I know you did that at Nail Safari, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh my God, nail safari. I never thought it would be so much. I had
Yeah.
plans of nice long walks and soaks in the bath with candles. And no, wasn't like that. Lots of homework, but it was amazing. Yeah, it was a great time of growth and some lovely people. Yeah,
Oh,
it's nice.
fantastic. Do you miss it?
Yeah. You gonna go back?
I would like to go back next year. I had so much fun.
Yeah, I've booked to go.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're proud of what you created.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, fantastic. And so, what does the future hold then for you, other than nail safari?
Um, I don't know, is the short answer. I have so many ideas and dreams. I like thought to myself that at one point, and I still feel like I could do, I would maybe would do it. I always wanted to get like an ice cream van and make it into a nail place,
Wow.
and then go around the old people's home and get them to come into the van and have their nails done, because I spent a lot of time in the old people's home, and I just think nails are such a good thing for everyone, no matter how old you are or your health. Everyone feels good when they've had their nails done.
100%.
So, yeah, I did actually. I even thought about the music that would play. So rather than the ice cream van music, it would be sexy and you know it. Da, 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 da. So when I drove in, like everyone in the old people's home would be like, "Oh, it's the nail lady," and then they jump in the van. And they can't, if they've got dementia or something, they can't run away because I just shut the doors, lock them in. That's what I thought.
Well,
But I don't know.
you've really
And the
thought
other
it
thing is,
through.
do more shoots. I love this stuff, so I'd like to do a little bit more of this, and I'd like to take it out to. I think that the hair industry, the makeup industry, is really a lot more well known and well thought of in the industry of, like when it comes to things like brands. I don't know. Every single brand will have done a photo shoot, say like New Look and da 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 da. All of these different brands will use a makeup artist, use a hairstylist, but they may not think about the nails. And I would love to be part of building that part of the industry. I think nails needs to grow in people's minds as just as much of a priority as hair and makeup in that field.
100%.
So
I mean,
yeah,
it has the same benefits. It has the same
yeah.
well-being benefits, emotional
And
benefits.
and as I said, it's not ageist, it's not sexist, and it's
Yeah,
not, like, doesn't matter what your health is like either.
yeah,
So I think for a lot of people, they can relate to having their nails done, but they might not relate to somebody who's a different size to them or different hair color to them or whatever. So
yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. I can see you do great things in terms of that. I mean, everyone already knows you now and loves your work. I mean, you're such a
oh,
fantastic
thank you.
industry. You really are.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me.
No, you
It's
do great.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice to have actually met you guys at Nail Safari. It was
Uh,
really, really nice to actually have a chat, and yeah, we had a good day,
it
didn't
was
we?
so good. It was so much fun. And I mean, we've
Yeah.
had so many comments of people saying how amazing you are and
No
you do.
way.
Yeah, we really have.
Wow. It's so weird. It's so weird because I just spend a lot of time in this room.
Yeah.
I don't leave the house that often. My boys' school is across the road,
Oh,
and the nursery's not that far away either. So yeah, yeah, that's really kind, really nice to know,
well,
actually.
you're doing great.
Thank you.
And so, do you have any last tips for anyone that?
Um, well, I would probably just say, if anyone wants to be in this field, if they want to do more nails like this, um, then just don't be scared to reach out to anybody who feels like they're doing something similar, or anyone who inspires you. And I think that sometimes we forget that there are other people like Instagram, we're in our nail world, but actually I do a lot of my like like when I'm talking to people, I actually spend a lot of my time looking at makeup artists and people who are creatives in other fields because it's just as inspiring.
Yeah.
Don't be scared to try different things. Don't be scared to look around. Obviously, we get inspired by other nail technicians, but there's so much inspiration out there in nature, in our homes, and it doesn't always have to be money driven. Like I just have this feeling like I know that it doesn't always equate to it, but like the money will follow and
Yeah.
it doesn't always equate to your level of happiness anyway. So don't wait, like we all say, we wait to win the lottery. But what about if we never win the lottery and this is the moment, this is it right now, this is our highlight, this is the moment where we are, meant to be in it and enjoying life the most. And we'll look back at this moment and think, I wish I'd not thought I needed to do something different.
Yeah.
It's good to have goals and it's good to have dreams. And don't be scared to just, reach out. If you think someone's doing something that you love, find out how to do it. Every time that I've changed my career a little bit, I've just tried to like squeeze as much of the joy out of that moment as possible. And if I think this is making me happy, then I think how much more can I dive into that?
100%.
Don't get stuck in anything you're not happy with. So
Oh,
many people hate their jobs. It's either a really short life or a really blooming long one.
100%.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Find joy in every day.
LP.Nail Street has just said, "Hey Soph, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have hit the ground running as hard as I did when I first started my nail journey. And you were right, I have become obsessed and miss doing it when on holiday."
Oh, no way. That is
Yeah.
awesome. I'm so pleased. Wow, that's brilliant news. That's great. I mean, yeah, I guess maybe just when you're yourself and you're just doing life and you're just enjoying the moment, then maybe other people feel like they've got permission to do the same. But yeah, everyone just go do it. Don't be scared.
You said
Don't be
about,
scared of failing.
no. You said about contacting people who inspire you. I think you might be getting a few messages now.
Oh, well, I would love it. Well, anyone's welcome to message me anytime. I've got no secrets. I'm actually an oversharer. So yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions if anyone has any. And I'm sorry if I've bored you for all this time, but
Oh,
it's been lovely to be invited on. I'm sorry I can't see your face. That's
oh no, don't
really,
worry. It's been lovely to
yeah.
see yours and hear about everything. You are really inspiring. You really
Oh,
are.
thank you. That's lovely to hear.
You really is.
I can't quite understand how that works, but I'm going to go with it. I'll put it in my pocket. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you very much.
and I should say to anyone watching, you can get a 20% discount on our annual scratch print subscription to celebrate Sophie being part of our amazing cover for February using Sophie D, and that's at our scratch on our
I
website.
actually kept on repeating that in my head so I didn't forget it. So I knew the code, but I forgot to say it. So sorry. Yeah.
No, don't worry. Don't worry.
But if you're new to the industry as well, Scratch is so inspiring. It's so good. There's so many facts in there.
Oh,
I've been getting it for 20 years. I've been getting it,
wow.
and I always learn something new. And like I just think everybody that's in there, we all started in the same place. So don't look at other people and compare yourself. Just look and get inspired and think, what do I do to get that?
100%. Oh, thank you so much, Sophie. It's
Thank
been
you.
such a pleasure.
Yeah, lovely to speak to you again.
And sorry you couldn't see me.
Oh, sorry, say that again.
Sorry you couldn't see me. I feel
I
bad.
know. I wish I could see. You've got such a nice face as well.
Oh, not today.
Yeah.
Full of cold today, so you haven't missed out on
Oh,
much.
me too. I've just got over
Oh,
actually a really bad bug.
oh, bless you.
Yeah, we won't talk about that right now. But
Well,
yeah.
thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Thank you for joining, everyone. I really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
and thank you for all the lovely comments,
Yeah.
everyone. You've been
I think I've missed a few comments, but thank you.
Oh,
Means a lot that you've joined.
yeah. Take care,
All
Sophie.
right. Bye, everyone. Have a lovely day.
You too.